What's up? I want to talk about how these black rappers rip off white rappers or white customers. There was a dude named JP who put out an album with Lord Infamous. I think it was Lord Infamous' last album of all original content, because I think the Black Rain put out something, but I think that was made up of old songs, like a compilation. Anyway, Lord Infamous recorded this thing with JP, and I know their original verses because I never heard them on none of the Black Rain stuff, none of the 3-6 stuff. And I don't know how close JP was with Lord Infamous, but they did a whole album together, and it was very respectful of Lord's influence and impact in the game. This dude JP made sure it was really a tribute to Lord, even though Lord was on the album. It was a collab. The point is, Lord Infamous went back and used all those verses on another tape, and I can't think of the name of the tape right now. I don't think it's Scarecrow the Terrible, but he used all them verses on another tape, and I know that JP was not expecting Lord to do that. Does Lord have every right to do that? Probably. Why wouldn't he? You know what I mean? It's his verses. But I just see this a lot when black rappers work with white rappers. By the way, the beats for JP's and Lord's tape was way better than what Lord ended up reusing every single verse on the next tape. So I also know a rapper named Mark D's who got ripped off by Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy was supposed to do a music video with Mark D's because we all live in Augusta. Or, Pastor Troy's from Augusta. And Pastor Troy, I want to say he was in town and just kind of blew off Mark. I don't know if Mark paid him. Mark has paid bigger rappers, for collabs. T-Rock, DJ Vlad. Back in 2007, DJ Vlad hosted a mixtape for him. So he he probably paid Pastor Troy, and Pastor Troy just brushed him off. Now you would think if that happened to you, you would go on a campaign and let everybody know. I'm not sure the details. You know what I mean? I don't really talk to Mark these days, but I did notice that happened. Another dude, Lil Jack, from the Dayton family or the Manson family. I don't know them. I don't even know if they're from Memphis. I know they always get brought up in Memphis things. But Lil Jack is known to rip people off. And he's known to be scamming, selling verses that ain't his. Kind of like Tommy Wright used to do. Tommy Wright, before people refound Tommy Wright, he was selling DJ Paul tapes on eBay. Like, come on. Talking about, this is my label mate. Y'all were never on the same label. So Lil Jack is another guy who you pay him for a verse and you never get it. Evil Pimp. I've heard about Evil Pimp not giving his verses to people. And these are always white rappers. These are always white rappers. And I remember Evil Pimp not giving his CDs. I don't know if that was something with his little independent label that got messed up, but I remember him owing, he would never send out his CDs back in the MySpace days. And I remember reading what his ex put on MySpace about him. So I think he's probably scamming on purpose. But this is just a thing where black rappers, they're either embarrassed to actually do work with white rappers, or they just don't respect white rappers, so they feel like it's an easy scam. Like what's going to happen? What's really going to happen? That's how they think. So Other than that, let me think. Let me think a second. But yeah, just in the Lord Infamous thing, I don't think it's so much a scam as it is just disrespectful. Like, you made this great album with this dude, and then you gonna turn around and put all them verses on some raggedy ass beats, on some raggedy ass beats. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say the name, but Black Rain. I don't remember if it was Black Rain, and I like him. That's why I'm not gonna say his name. Of course, salute T-Rock, everybody involved with Black Rain. It's just kind of. It's scammy. It's a scam. It's a ripoff. I know JP felt ripped off when he got online, and I think this came out after Lord's. I don't know if it came out after Lord's death or not, but the point is like, it wasn't just Lord recreating these verses that he wrote. It was lifting the verses. So maybe JP gave him the verses. I don't know. It's cheap. It's cheap. So, peace.